I didn't do introductions. DeWaun, Pastor Murphy, Pastor Murphy, DeWaun.
How you doing, Pastor Murphy?
I'm good.
I feel like y'all already know.
All is well. All is well.
We light it up like sauce and sauce and sauce. We light it up like sauce and sauce and sauce. Fli-City got some dogs in it, dogs in it, dogs. Fli-City come off authentic, authentic. We light it up like sauce and sauce and sauce. We light it up like sauce and sauce and sauce.
My city experiencing a transition from penny pinching, maximizing our dollars, multiply triple digits. I came a long way from baby jars in a project kitchen.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Beverly Lewis. I am, where am I? I am one of the committee members for Juneteenth, and DeWaun has me actually hosting this session this time, which is out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to do the best I can. But I know I got some backup with my pastor here, Pastor Stephanie L. Murphy from the Metropolitan Baptist Tabernacle. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you here. So they want us to talk about what we're doing on Sunday afternoon.
Right, Saints and Spirits.
Saints and Spirits. And this is the first time that Metropolitan has hosted a Juneteenth. This is my third year being involved, second year as an official committee member.
Okay.
So they put me to work, and I don't mind working. You know that. I don't mind working. Yeah. So everybody's excited about what's going to be happening at Metropolitan on Sunday afternoon for Saints and Spirit from 6 to 8 p.m. Absolutely. So we have a wonderful program. Just in conversation, how this came up. This was a special request, by the way, from the committee. We were talking, and Pastor Threlkill was on as well. He should be here today because, he's a big talker, right? So, Pastor Threlkill was talking about Metropolitan and what a mighty pastor we have. And they were like, we want to, can we host something at Metropolitan? And so I was like, let me talk to him, and, we'll see what we can do. And I'm sure he'd be willing. And of course, y'all, Pastor said yes. So we put a nice little program together. My memory is not what it used to be, so I'm going to read a little bit, but we are going to be kind of celebrating how important the church was with Juneteenth, being a part of Juneteenth and our after emancipation, how the Black churches really kind of fit in. And so we also have some wonderful people who are going to participate in our program. We have the Avengers.
All right.
Man, if y'all know the Avengers out of Macedonia Baptist Church, led by Deacon David Johnson, they're awesome. They're going to be doing their thing. David has been instrumental in our youth praise dance ministry.
Absolutely.
When we didn't have a leader, he was so gracious and came over and helped us out a lot.
That's awesome.
But that's just his heart and how he is. And I think he kind of missed me in there now, but anyway. And then we have Joy Quartet.
Joy Quartet.
So we're going to let Pastor talk about Joy Quartet.
So Joy Quartet, I am honored to be their manager. Joy Quartet is a unique gospel group. We sing quartet music. Are out of Detroit. We've been organized or been a group for about 10, going on 11 years, actually. Right. 11 years. We'll be celebrating 11 years in July. My wife is a part of the group.
Yes.
We're led by Emery Smith, who's our lead singer, lead songwriter, lead producer. And they are an incredible mixed quartet group. And we don't sing your average quartet songs. We sing quartet, but it's with a nice, smooth twist, a real unique twist. So I'm looking forward to sharing with Joy Quartet and them coming to Flint and sharing good old Detroit quartet music with us.
Hey, let me tell you, we call First Lady the angelic voice. Oh my God. When Pastor and First Lady and their family first came to Metro, and we had a first Sunday where we did communion, and he handed the mic to her, and man, it wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was not, and every time she just brings it, and everybody else in the group is just as capable. So
absolutely,
you're definitely in for a great blessing if you come out to Saints of Spirit on Sunday from 6 to 8 at Metropolitan. And then, Pastor, we have our babies. We have very own Silent Inspiration Praise Dance Ministry. Man, I want to say we started in 2007. My daughter, who is now 35, was one of the original members. Raymond Fields, who is back with our music ministry now. They're just two of the ones that were part of it. But we had a nice group. And so here we are all these years later. Wow. And that's, 17 years later? 17 years later. Yeah. And we've had, our babies grow up, go on, and then we don't really start over, but we pull them in between. And so now, though, yes, we have the babies of the first babies in the group now. And so that's great. And so they range in age from 6 to 11-ish right now. Yeah. And then we have 2 young adults that's working with them. Rayanna Smith just came on board, and she's helping Maya Davis out. Maya has been with the group. She is now 20, and she's been with the group since she was maybe 10 or something like that. So she's really grown. And to see her take that leadership role, it does my heart good. Absolutely. It really does my heart good. The girls all really respond to her well. They respect her, and she loves doing what she does. She's like, "Oh, Miss Beverly, I don't know." Yes, you do. Just go do you, baby, do you. And she's doing a phenomenal job. But they've been praising the Lord, and the girls really enjoy being able to serve the Lord through dance. They really do. So I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story here. I can't remember what it was for. It may have been for a Black History program or something, but the girls wanted to do Deliver Me. And I said, okay, sound like a good choice to me. Sound like a good choice to me. So we were in rehearsal maybe the 3rd time, and they were like, but you know how they do the preaching in the front? I was like, preaching in the front? Yeah, when the guy is talking. I said, oh, yeah, we need Pastor to do that. I said, hey, call it done, because I'm going to tell him y'all want it. Pastor, what did you do?
Jumped out of my comfort zone only for my Metro babies. Only for my Metro babies would I embarrass myself.
It was not an embarrassment. It was not an embarrassment.
I've never mimed before. I have never liturgically danced before. But because my babies asked, I went on ahead and did it, and I was honored and privileged that they would even think of me to do something like that. And of course, I was practicing day and night with my girls at home. They had me practicing day and night in their room and everything. And it turned out good. It did. So
a lot of positive feedback on it. They were like, y'all got the pastor to do it. Yes. The girls got the pastor to do it. Right. So they were honored. They were truly honored to be able to do that. And then we have moved on along with also, now originally, we were going to have Mr. Jesse Davis, who's an awesome soloist. I heard him the first time at a program in March, the beginning of March. And when he opened up his mouth, I was like, he just, man, it's just power, And so he was originally supposed to be on the program, but he contacted me and told me he had a conflict. He had an emergency come up. So he won't be there. But we have Miss Judy Manning. I don't know if anybody knows Judy Manning, but I'm hearing that she's an awesome soloist as well. So she will be on program, and I'm looking forward to hearing her, being blessed with her voice, and just, pulling her into community. That's so awesome. I'm very excited about that. And man, Adonis Jameson. Pastor know a lot of powerful people. Right. He knows, as he said, he's out of Detroit. And he and Adonis are really good friends.
Yes. So Adonis is a member of Trinity Missionary Baptist Church in Pontiac, Michigan, which I'm also privileged of being a member there as well. Pastor Dr. John D. Tobert. Shout out to our pastor, Pastor Tobert. Yes. And so Adonis Jameson, is very anointed, very talented, and gifted mime. He has a mime group GWT Mind group that he leads. And they are absolutely amazing. They're in demand all over the state, all over the country. And so when Sister Beverly called me and asked if we could have Adonis in, would it be a good idea to have Adonis on board? I said, absolutely. So I'm excited about Adonis coming to share with us.
Yeah, and he's gonna come in his own way, and y'all gonna have your socks blown off your feet, okay? So look, no sandals. So, well, yeah, maybe sandals. That way you can keep your socks, for later on. But he is awesome. He's been at Metro and ministered there before, and we were in awe. And he just, pulled the spirit in, y'all. He just pulled the spirit in.
Absolutely.
So I am really looking forward to seeing him again and being blessed by his ministry. And so I'm going to say this like Pastor Threlkill said it. He said, yeah, we got a nice young pastor over there at Metro now. With old soul, with old soul.
Highly about you in Metro.
Okay.
That's where you come from.
That's absolutely. Metro is where he come from. And I can say that he truly loves pastor. He truly loves the church. He always tells a story about me, and I'm just going to let y'all hear from him. If you haven't already, I'm not going to tell it. But yeah, we love him just as much as he loves us. But I'm going to tell you, there's not a Sunday that you can come in Metro and hear a word from the pastor and not hear from the Lord and not feel the Spirit move. Okay, there's not a Sunday. There have been a couple times when he's come in and he's like a few Sundays ago, his allergies were acting up, right?
Yeah.
If he didn't tell us, we wouldn't have known it, y'all. Because he blew just as hard, maybe not as long, but just as hard. He goes just as hard for the Lord when he doesn't feel well as he does when he's feeling his best. And I can truly say we truly appreciate that. We truly appreciate that. So, Pastor, DeWaun said talk about what we want to talk about. So I'm gonna go a little bit on Metro, right? Okay. I am now 66 years old. I've been a member of Metropolitan since I was 13.
Wow.
And that's a blessing to me. When I first came back home to Flint, I was trying to find a church home, and I lived on North Street, so I was always in walking distance. Right? I went down the street to that church, and I was like, this ain't for me. Went to another church. This ain't. Went to Metropolitan, never left. Wow. Right? Joined about 6 months later. So I've been active in ministry for a lot of years, right? A lot of years. I don't know. Some people say that Halfterburg is my second home, but I say Metro is my second home, and Halfterburg is my third home. But I am very happy to be involved in ministry there, and I am also the youth director. And so Sunday morning, you guys don't have anywhere to go. Come on into Metro at 10:45. Our youth will be in charge. It is our Youth Day Sunday. Our babies will be singing, ushering, giving announcements, dancing, and we have a young man also out of pastor's pocket who will be giving the word that day, Minister Caleb Barber.
Yep.
So you want to talk a little bit about Minister Caleb?
So, well, first and foremost, let me say I am honored and privileged to be the pastor of Metropolitan. There is no greater loving church. Metropolitan is the best church in the world. Flaws and all. I don't care. There's nothing you can say about Metro that will hurt me. There's nothing you can say about Metro that I will not defend. I will fight a brick wall for those sweet members of Metropolitan. So shout outs to Metro. It'll be 2 years in July.
Yes.
First Sunday in July is when I officially started. So it's been a quick 2 years. It's been an impactful 2 years. It's been a challenging 2 years, but yet really fruitful. So I'm appreciative of the love that I received from Metropolitan.
Well, you and your family make it easy. Okay. Because just because you're there don't mean, you will get that book. You earned it. You earned it. You earned it.
Awesome. So as Sister Beverly was saying, this coming Sunday is our Generation Now 2K24 Youth Day. And so what that entails is we celebrate all of our youth. Our youth will be serving in every aspect of ministry. We'll have a Youth Day speaker. We're also honoring our high school grads. So we're excited about our high school graduates, honoring them, loving on them, encouraging them as they get ready to take the next steps forward into education as well as adulthood. And so it's a very wonderful and amazing day. We also award scholarships as well. So we're grateful and we're privileged to be able to do that. So with that being said, we invite you Sunday morning, 9:30 Sunday school, 10:45 a.m. We're at 930 East Myrtle Avenue, zip code 48505. You already know we're in the wonderful city of Flint. And our guest speaker for that day is Minister Caleb Cole Barber. He is an associate minister of the Greater Burnett Baptist Church in Detroit, Michigan, under his pastor, Pastor Ryan P. Johnson. Minister Barber is a phenomenal orator of the word. He is relatable. He is understandable. I believe he can reach every generation. And so that's why I'm glad the Lord laid it upon my heart to invite him to come. He's very talented and very gifted. He sings.
Oh, didn't know
writes.
That. Now that I knew.
Yes, he writes.
Yeah.
And he also plays.
All right.
Yeah, so he's almost like a virtuoso.
Look at God.
Absolutely. And so how I met Minister Barber was through his grandfather. So his grandfather is Pastor Emeritus Jesse L. Barber of the Williams Memorial Baptist Church in Detroit. And his grandfather invited me to do their youth days.
Oh, okay.
And so I feel like this is my way of returning what was invested into me. I get a chance to invest into his legacy, which is by way of Caleb. So I'm excited. Caleb has only been preaching several months now. It hasn't been a year, but he's absolutely phenomenal. And I'm excited that Metropolitan gets a chance to hear what I have heard on previous occasions from Minister Barber.
When we had our revivals back around Easter time, I didn't hear him speak, but I could see the Lord moving in him.
Absolutely.
You could definitely see the Lord. I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm very happy that you recommended him. And asked him to be a part of our program. So listen, folks, all day Sunday, Metro is going to be doing the thing with our youth in the morning, and Saints in Spirit Juneteenth celebration in the evening. So put it on your calendar. Don't forget, we'll see you at 9:30 a.m. for Sunday school.
That's right.
10:45 for morning worship, where our babies are in charge, and we will see you Sunday evening at 6 o'clock for Saints in Spirit Juneteenth celebration. So before we get off, I do want to kind of run down. They're coming up at least in the next week. So, and I don't have my glasses on because I can't read with them, y'all. My eyes are watering.
I work with you.
Okay. So listen, second day at the second day of fishing, the day at the lake. Let me tell you, I was there last Saturday for the training portion of it, and these kids really, really, really enjoyed it. They were respectful. They were attentive during all of the training sessions. And I had 2 Metro babies who had to leave the church and go to our church for praise dance rehearsal, who were very upset with me for taking them away. Once they got to praise dance rehearsal, they were okay, but they couldn't wait to get back. And they were girls. So we had a lot of girls out there as well who enjoyed, the whole day of training and learning and everything just as much as the boys did. And so, Pastor, your girls and your boys are going to be joining us this week when we go.
Because they were upset that Daddy had overslept. Daddy was really tired, and so I'm glad that they're able to get in on the second round because they've been talking about it all week, so they're excited. Good. I'm happy. So I will be meeting you guys there and saying farewell and enjoy yourself. I will not be on the bus going to the lake because I have other Juneteenth activities and other things I have to do as well. But we're going to make it work for them, and I'm sure they're going to come back with some great stories. And then we're going to have 2 days of rodeo. Okay.
And Saturday, June 8th. So Metro and House of Rain received tickets for the Saturday rodeo show at 7 o'clock out at the Eric A. Cummins Center, which a lot of people don't know that is the Genesee County Fairground off of Mount Morris Road.
Okay.
So if you don't have a ticket, there are no pre-sale tickets available. You have to get them at the gate. Unfortunately, they are $5 more, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be well worth it. So if you don't already have tickets, just try and get there early and get your tickets because they are sold out online and in all the stores that we're selling them. Okay. And then we have Saints in Spirit. Y'all already talked about that. Don't forget Saints in Spirit at Metro, 9:30 East Myrtle on Sunday. Okay. Pastor, you want to take over for the next few?
All right, so we got Monday, that following Monday, June 10th from 5 to 8 p.m. The Bust and Healing Circle, that's going to take place at the Martin Luther King Peace Park, and that is located on MLK and McClellan. Then on Tuesday, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Ujama Market. Ujama Market. Tuesday, June 11th from 5 to 8 p.m. Ujama Market, and that's going to be hosted on the grounds of the North Flint Food Market. That's the new market that's been erected and built on Clio Road, 5402 North Clio Road. That's in Flint, of course. Then on Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m., Historical War Stories.
Yes.
And that's going to be hosted at the historic Burston Field House right here on Saginaw Street, 3300 Saginaw Street. Then Thursday, June 13th, 2 to 8 p.m., a Hope Renewed Juneteenth celebration. That's going to be at the Brennan Center, 1301 Pingree, and that's, of course, in the city.
Let me say one thing about that, because a lot of people don't know they're going to have the African American Traveling Museum at that event. So that's going to be wonderful.
That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, that same day, and at the evening from 6 to 8 p.m., late night at the FIA. There's a Juneteenth social, and that's going to be hosted at the Flint Institute of Arts, 1120 East Kersley Street. Then Friday, June 14th from 6 to 9 p.m., Black Lives Matter Flint special, and that's going to be at the McCree Theater, 4601 Clio Road, and that's in Flint, of course, as well. All of these are in Flint, so I might as well just say that now. Then Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to noon on the 15th is the Harambe Breakfast. That's going to be hosted at the Higher Quality of Life Ministries Vision Center, and that's at 5601 North Saginaw Street. Then later that day from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the Spotlight at the Flint Cultural Center, and that's going to be hosted at the Longway Planetarium Green Space. So that's between Longway and the FIM Rep and FIA, and that's located at 1310 East Kersley Street. Then Sunday, June 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. is the Freedom Fund Youth Dinner. That's going to be hosted at the Sloan Museum of Discovery, 1221 East Kersley.
And we're going to be honoring Mother Deloney at that the Freedom Fund Youth Dinner. And if you haven't attended any of those dinners, it's a great time to start.
Okay.
It's an awesome event.
Awesome. Then Monday, June 17th from 4 to 7 p.m., financial literacy justice. Now, this is something I think all of us need to take a part of and really chime in on. So that's Monday, June 17th, 4 to 7 p.m., financial literacy justice at the Flushing Professional Suites, and that's located at G3163 Flushing Road. Then on Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m., there's legacy and literacy, and that's at your third home. Hassel Creek Senior Center, 1002 Home Street in Flint. And then Wednesday, June 19th from 12:15 to 1:30 p.m., Arts a la Carte film, Black America, 6th MLK, and Still I Rise. That's going to be hosted at the Flint Institute of Arts, 1120 East Kersley. And then finally, on Wednesday, June 19th at noon, Juneteenth Story Time at the Gloria Coles, Flint Public Library, 1026 East Kersley Street. And then the official Juneteenth celebration and parade from noon to 4 p.m. It's going to kick off at the Max Brandon Park, 3606 DuPont Street. And then Wednesday evening from 6 to 10 p.m. it's going to be a party, Afro Beach Party at River Park, 100 Saginaw, in the wonderful city of Flint. Now, where can people find information? So it's online at the official Flint Juneteenth. Okay. It's on Fli-City as well, right? Yes, ma'am. And at the Sloan Longway Museum website has the full calendar. Guys, this is 19 events for 19 days of Juneteenth celebration, which is the first time that the Flint Committee has done the full time. And so it's growing every year. And we had a lot last year, but not this many. So 19 events, right? Yeah. So that's significant. Yeah. June 19th is the Freedom Day, is the official Juneteenth. Absolutely. So, and then you can find these also at Metropolitan Baptist Church when you come on Sunday. And we have them at all of the places that are hosting any of the events and throughout the city.
So hey, stay tuned. You know, Fli-City and DeWaun, they're making sure that all of the information is out there. There's going to be advertisement on radio and TV coming up.
Yeah.
And I'll be back later in the month to talk about what's happening at House of Bring on the 18th. Today was all about Saints of Spirit and Metro. So thank you guys for joining in. Love you. Look forward to seeing you. I plan on being at each and every one of these events.
All right.
Pray for me.
Shout out to Fli-City. Thank you for having
Yes,
us and hosting us
absolutely.
and giving us this platform,
Yes.
this opportunity to share about Metropolitan and Saints and Spirits Day. Thank you. Shout out to DeWaun, man.
Yes. Thank you, DeWaun. Thank you. Thank you.
Big shout out to both of you all.
Oh,
Shout out
awesome.
to Ms. Beverly Lewis and Aspenbring, and shout out to Pastor Stephen.
Stephen.
Correct.
He was trying to get it right.
Yeah. Shout out to Pastor Stephen Murphy, Metropolitan Church. We thank you all for just coming about, just being part of Juneteenth.
Absolutely.
So,
All right.
I'm working all the ends for y'all. So.
We see.
That'll work.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.